Oops, I accidentally stopped that video and I didn't mean to, but we'll pick up with question 11. Okay, so the statement says, I am taking trigonometry or I'm taking pre-calculus. And so what we have here is this or statement. Okay, now the negation for an or statement, and let me go ahead and write it over here. Okay, so the negation of an or statement is that neither of those things is happening. So it's not just like, oh, I could have this one or I could have this one. It's like not P and not Q. Okay. In other words, not both. And so if I think about which statement says that over here, all right, I am not taking trigonometry and I am not taking pre-calculus. Okay, so that would be our negation because we're negating both of them and putting in and instead of an or. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the second one. The dog is sleeping and the dog is snoring. So our first statement is our P, our second one is Q. And because we have an and in here, this time our statement says P and Q. All right. So the statement is saying the dog is sleeping and the dog is snoring. Now the negation of that, and let's write that over on this side, okay, the negation of an and statement is going to be not P or not Q. So we kind of flip everything. Like all the P's and Q's become not P's and not Q's. And if we have an or, it becomes an and. And if we have an and, it becomes an or. All right. So let's look back at this question. Then we want to say that the dog is not sleeping or the dog is not snoring. That's the one that gets the negation of all the pieces. Okay. All right, let's clear out these annotations. All right. Oops. Okay. So you got a few more examples for all these statements, okay? And I know they're kind of a lot, but we're really just trying to learn how to read symbols here more than anything else, okay? So let's take a look at 19. 19 says, let P and Q represent the following statements. P says, this is a dog, and Q says, this is a mammal. Okay, so if we were to annotate this, P is going to stay as this is a dog. Okay, now what does this symbol say? So this says, this is a dog. And that's what that upside down A symbol says. The squiggly with the Q means this is not a mammal. Okay. And so if we look at that there, let's see, this is a dog, but it is not a mammal. And let's see, this is a dog, but it is not a mammal. Okay. So I know the symbols are kind of tricky here, but I would encourage you to take it really slowly, write it out as a sentence here if you find that that's helpful, and think about how to do those negations, okay? Let's see if we can't do one more example here. All right, let's do some with some symbols. So let's go to number 21, okay? So it says squiggly P. All right, what does that mean? It means that this statement, but we have to make it not. We have to negate it. So the statement is eggs make a good breakfast. So we're going to say that eggs do not make a good breakfast. Okay, that's our negation. Now, what does this upside down V mean? That is our and symbol. And so Eggs do not make a good breakfast. And, all right, we're almost done with this. Squiggly Q means bacon is not healthy, but we want to negate it. So if someone says bacon is not healthy, but you're on the keto diet, you might be like, no, 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 bacon is healthy, right? That might be your negation of that statement. So bacon, whoops, is healthy. And let's see what we get. Looks like we got it correct. Okay. So take it slowly, use the symbols, think about what makes something not true. That symbol comes up a lot. And think about your ands and your ors, and I think you'll be good from there. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions.